Every single person is my enemy. Oh, the treachery. Every single person wants to be my enemy.
Oh dear. Caitlyn Careyman. The Carey-meister. Goodness me. Caitlyn, A.K.A. Empress Empty Brain. Yes, because they're much like Vi, many times throughout this season where Caitlyn has a very empty brain. Oh my goodness. So, her IQ goes up and down like a roller coaster. You know, she's meant to be super competent. She's shown to be super competent. But she can't figure out the most basic stuff. I forgot to censor that word. Whoopsies. I got very upset when I was writing some of these notes. My apologies. So this is, I feel, noticeable for a lot of people. She goes from very competent, very intelligent, to making one or two incredibly dense and dumb decisions, back to being hyper competent, back to being easily played by other people. Like, make up your mind, guys. Please. She is either an incredibly competent investigator who managed to figure out everything that was being pushed aside and sheltered away by the sheriff in season 1, figuring out that Silco was behind everything, from her bedroom, mind you, and now that she has all the resources in the world, she can't figure anything out. So much nonsense goes on under her nose, with all the power and resources of Piltover. Yes, granted, there are agents within Piltover and Noxus that are working against her. But she also has all of her resources, yeah? She has the Kiriman estate. She has Piltover. If you have agents working against you that are foreign to you, you have your resources, yeah? You are one of the richest people in Piltover, a city filled with super rich people. So what are we doing? Why do you, Caitlyn, who has been both interested in and a enforcer for years now, why do you not have a tight-knit team of individuals that you trust, yeah? That one is, one potentially couldn't be a Noxian plant. Maybe because you've known your team since you were children. Instead of having your task force be random people, seemingly random, we should say, obviously they work together, but for us in the show, they are seemingly random because we have not seen them before. It just seems a little bit bizarre. You're so easily played. So yeah, that leads to here. Your hand-picked task force, all three, which I found very bizarre in the show, all three of your hand-picked task force also, met Vi just before being picked. It's a little bit odd, but whatever. So, that hand-picked team ends up having a Noxian plant. I've said it many times, but the Piltovan security is absolutely dreadful. I feel a lot of people, when they watch this show, they just know that Piltover is dumb, security is dumb, anything can happen. It's beyond stupid. I think the biggest giveaway to Caitlyn should have been that, this one Piltovan security guard isn't an oi typical Brexit geezer, yeah? Like all Piltovan security seem to be. She was like this. What a great actress she is as well, isn't she? She's this doe-eyed, oh, you're a legend amongst the enforcers. Oh, tee-hee. Oh, Caitlyn, I hope you get some of this minge, Caitlyn. And she's a plant. Cringe. I actually prefer the idea that she just wants to destroy Runeterra and turn everyone into chaos robots because she never mess with a woman scorned, right? Far out. Not great. Yeah, look, dating an underling, super cringe, super forced. It is so obvious that you're going to do something stupid. The only reason you date an underling is because A, you're a creepy, power-hungry male who loves the idea of having power over people, especially much younger women, Or you're Caitlyn, yeah? Okay, so it's fine if Caitlyn's doing it when she's one of the richest, most powerful people in the city. She is her boss, her empress, basically. And the fact that a Noxian plant can get this close is just stabbed straight into Caitlyn's intelligence. Because you, Caitlyn, if she was coming on to you and trying to maybe push you into a relationship, you should understand how bad that is. How bad it is to date a co-worker. Not only a co-worker, but an underling. But no, she's just going to ignore all of that and just, like, forget about it. So then we can have a little bit of drama later on. Oh my god, how miserable, guys. And yeah, look, some people have disagreed with me on this, but I still stick to it. How on earth did you not find Jinx? She was staying in the same place the whole time, and Smeech found her, like, literally within hours of agreeing to find her. This is nuts. We see potentially months go by of Noxus and Piltover investigating and looking for Jinx. Caitlyn literally has a Always Sunny in Philadelphia style stringed up wall of evidence and information trying to find Jinx, and Smeech, the drug chem addicted rat, finds her with zero issue. Okay, great. Look, I understand there's also the fact that, like, well, you know, they didn't know because it's a super secret place. Well, look, Savika knows, and Isha knows. I'm sorry, I know you like to wish that, oh, Savika would never and Isha would never. I'm sorry, but you've never been tortured. Do you forget that Savika in Season 1 actually hated Jinx and wanted to just throw her to the side? Do you forget that at the end of Season 1, Jinx, like, ties up Savika to the roof and, like clowns her, basically? And then in between seasons, she's suddenly like, oh, actually, I'm not going to sell you out, Jinx. You're our only hope. Help me, Obi Jinx Kenobi. You're my only hope. Like, where did that come from? Seriously, where did that come from? Savika, you should have been more than happy to sell Jinx down the road and try and take over and unify Zorn yourself. But for whatever reason, no. Impossible. She's just such a nice lady. No, she's not. No, she's not. She's in it for herself. She's in it for who's strongest. But then suddenly she becomes a unification leader and, oh, Jinx, you're... Yeah, no, nonsense. And let's talk about Isha. Yes, Isha isn't just going to give away Jinx's position. Of course not. But she's a child. Children can be tricked. Children can be manipulated. You can have a very clever child who accidentally gives you information because you know what you're doing. Yeah, if you're interrogating or investigating or whatever. No. It's even worse, right? Because Isha somehow manages to, like, be on the lam as well from the Noxian military. Like, whatever. Nonsense. So much nonsense all throughout this season with so many characters. It's not a huge thing because, you know, it's a fantasy show. These things happen. But I do think it's very bizarre that you rule Piltover and you're allowed to go on dangerous missions and waste time on police investigation work. You know, you rule Piltover, you have the Kiriman financial empire to run. How do you have time to do anything? So, like, how do you have time to do anything? Yeah, you're meant to be the ruler. You're meant to be one of the richest. So obviously, you have a lot of things that you need to do. Sure, your father can take over some things, but remember, the Kiriman estate is a matriarchy. You are the head woman of the Kiriman family. You are the leader. You are the boss, not the father. So, where do you have time to do literally, well, anything? Like, it feels like it's something that should be handed over to a team to deal with. Yeah, but you are leading the investigation. Whatever.